Yeah, but what I learned is building a personal brand. 2, honoring criterias.
For people who don't know what a personal brand is, can you quickly tell us what is a personal brand?
A personal brand is, okay, everyone has a personal brand. Personal brand, kuwena, again. But the difference is, do you care? I spoke of reputation in my talk, remember? And I said, I care about the kind of events or things that I'm associated with. I will not want to be associated with alcohol because I feel my brand does not align with that, right? So you must choose, and back to knowledge. You need to understand who you are, what you are about, where you are going. And then how you build a personal brand, you are just taking care of where I want to go. And I make sure I polish that which concerns where I want to go. For me, in a nutshell of what personal brand is caring for who I am, where I go, my reputation. But when the reason why you are not caring about your brand is because you don't know who you are. What do you want to use it for? I care about my brand because I know what I want to use it for and where I need to go or why I need to use it for me to grow. So, for example, my business, so there's a difference. Let me give you an example. You will not witness Mdaga before you know his property business, right? So he has built his personal brand so well that when they say witness Mdaga, what comes to your mind when they say witness Mdaga? Sharp. So now, when I began, I said, what must come to mind when they say Mapula Legodi? Danke. So that's what personal brand is. When your name is mentioned anywhere, what are they saying about you? So yeah, that's what personal brand for me is. What are they saying about me in my absence? What are they saying about me in my presence? When my name is mentioned in rooms where I'm not there, what are they talking about? So I care about that. And I'm very intentional with the things that I do, that even when you Google my name, it will speak to what I do and what I constantly say. So it's
what is that? Is that everything now aligning? Like what you say, what you do,
I believe fully
going together.
I believe
congruency or what?
I believe fully in that, in alignment. Because for me, it's authenticity in every space. I don't want to be this here. When I get home, I'm a different mom. And then when I get work, I'm a different person. They must know consistently that I will defy if I have to.
Okay.
You know.
And then you also said that you've been working for the municipality 14 years.
Yeah.
And within that space, that's where municipality didn't get.
Yeah.
Oh, approval. What do you do at the municipality? Maybe quickly take us through that and your career.
Communications. I do communications. So I did web development. And then, but when I began to work, I began to work as a graphic designer. So I've been working as a graphic designer since I began to work as an intern at education, that I moved to Umopani. But now in the 14 years, I now do graphics, I do branding, I do social media, I do photography, I do videos, and that's just at work.
So you run the entire department, Muswa?
Well, I do a lot. I'm not managing the department, but I do all those things in the department.
For the department?
Yeah.
So they pay you
I'm an all-rounder. I'm an all-rounder in the communications office.
Okay, so you built your entire brand is centered around communication.
Because I was passionate about it, right? And then even outside, the things that I do, they align to this. Because I speak.
Yes.
It means I've got to do some, communication. I'm a pastor. It's communication. I coach. It's communication. So now all these things speak to that, but I still make sure that there is no conflict of interest.
There's something you said earlier on, right? You said with every space you want to enter, right? There would be one where confidence is at 70%.
Yes.
And then you know for a fact that if it's got to do with speaking, it would be at 100%.
Yeah.
And for me, that sounds like you're saying, for anyone who's in the audience or anyone who's watching online, you're actually saying your confidence level is at the highest when you're doing something you're gifted in. Can you unpack what that means in simple terms? To be able to say, when you are in your area of giftedness, your confidence will always be high. But if you get into a space where, I don't think your confidence was at 100% when it comes to pageantry.
Yeah.
But it was probably 100% when you were asked a question, because that's communication.
Yeah.
So can you break it down for us?
Your confidence is at your most or highest level when you know you are good at it, right? But the problem is we always look at good at what, looking at the bigger stuff.
Okay.
So when I coach, I tell people, this is in my journal, first things I ask is, what are you good at? So when we say, what are you good at? It's something that it's easier for you to invest in what you are good at. And it doesn't take a lot of time, right? Unlike what you are not good at, you are going to take 1 hour a day to try to perfect a cooking skill when I'm not a good speaker. Whereas I can listen to a 30 minutes podcast every day to perfect my speaking. Right? I don't invest too much time in things that I'm already not good at. But I make sure I am good at a certain thing and invest something in greater amount of time in that thing, so that these other things, if I can get help, call someone to come and do them. Do you have to do sound? No, I don't have to do sound. So you look at it this way, right? Because there are certain things that will continue to come as confidence boosters, and your confidence can continue to increase with time. So what you do is you look at the things that you are good at, you thrive, right? And allow your confidence to continue to grow with the things that you already know. Now, when you get to the things that you don't know much, you are even confident to say, actually, I can tell you, I'm not good in talking about GBV. Like I can say, this is a conversation I can have, but I will not be at 100% when I have a conversation on GBV. Right? So I choose where I'm good at and where I'm not. And that is what confidence is. Identifying that I am good at this and I'm not good at that. And I'm okay with that fact. If I'm willing to work on it, I will definitely work on it. But I will work on first the one that I'm good at, so that I perfect it. So you can't be doing 100 things, but you are a master of none. You are not known for any of those things and that you are doing. But for as long as I'm known at speaking, at coaching, I can try to work on cooking. Because I see a matter for me. It is something that we can do on the side.